Welcome back to Inherently Optimistic. This is episode 16, the first public episode since the return of the podcast, and the reviews are rolling in. Emma, what was the review that your mom gave us?
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, you gotta read, because we gotta get the wording absolutely perfect.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Because it's a banger.
I can't imagine that Jacob has anything important to say that anyone on this planet would follow his podcast, but whatever.
Incredible reviews pouring in. I'm Jacob.
I'm Emma.
I'm Curtis.
This is an Emma and Curtis episode. Let me tell you, last night I went to a burlesque show and I saw not one, but 2 nipples.
That's a new record for you.
Yeah. It was a lot. I didn't really know what to do with myself, honestly. Dude, the first girl that came out was so fucking built. This girl looked like she could bench press my car. It was fucking crazy. So the other day, or not the other day, like the past month, I randomly just started having crazy lucid dreams, which has never really happened to me before. So I was like, well, I should probably take advantage of this because this only happens to like 15% of the population or something like that. So I bought some galantamine, which is like a supplement that boosts dream recall and like propensity for lucid dreaming. And I also got some mugwort, which kind of does the same thing.
Mugwort's pretty cool.
So I've been messing around with like experimenting with different doses of mugwort, galantamine, and melatonin at night to figure out what will give me the most fucked up dreams.
Lavender also helps.
And last night I took just 2 of the galantamine tablets, and this morning I was having the most insane lucid dreams that I have ever had in I had like 10 in a row where I would just like wake up in my room but be dreaming and like walk around the house. It was so fucking bizarre, dude.
Let me tell you.
It was so crazy to the point where I was afraid that I was like actually sleepwalking around.
I am the lucid dreaming queen, okay?
And the weird thing
aliens.
The weird thing is I walk around and like I'll see other people that are like dream versions of people that I know, and they just seem like recorded memories of like those people. Like if I try to talk to them, they just like kind of say like things that I would expect them to say. But every once in a while there'll be like spooky ghouls or something that are around, and they like actually seem like they're real. Like they don't move around like the dream people do, and they like kind of look at me like they can see me.
So,
and it's a little bit scary, dude.
So lucid dreams are believed to be like the in-between of like just normal dreaming and astral projection.
Yeah.
So my take on that is that the people you're seeing is like what you would see in a normal dream, but the ghouls are like coming through like a tear in astral projection and
there was
presenting themselves to you as an opportunity to become stronger.
To get got.
I had a sleep paralysis in one of them last night and like started freaking out before I figured out that like, because if you can kind of like, you can sort of kind of control what's going on, so you can get to the point where like whenever a spooky ghoul comes out, you can just like ignore it or like push it away from you or something, and they just kind of go away. But it took me like a couple of cycles to like figure out how to do it. And I had one of my classic Jacob sleep paralysis panic attacks where I can't move and I'm trying to scream and can't. Those are always fun, dude.
I lucid dream all the time, and I've actually done meditation rituals that bring on lucid dreams.
I used to think that lucid dreaming was bullshit, and then I did like the finger one where you like move your finger slightly, and it worked, and then it freaked me out so bad that I woke up and I was like, well, now I know that it's real, so I don't have the patience.
The most common or most effective way that I have found is, so lucid dreaming occurs when your body is sleeping but your brain is awake. It's basically the whole thing. And so what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to just lie still for like an hour and ignore any like, because what your body does is it sends out like an itch or like your body will twitch somewhere, and it's trying to see if you are reacting to it. If your body's awake, you'll scratch the itch. So you have to ignore all that, but keep your brain active. And most people will set like an alarm for like 30 or an hour in, so that the alarm goes off, you turn it off, and you immediately lay back down. Your body will go back into that sleeping position, and your brain will still be active, and that's how it that's the most effective way I have found. coolest thing ever, when you do that, you start to feel your body itself falling asleep, and it literally starts to feel like your body is just like compressing till you're like paper thin. Like you can feel the top of your hands and the bottom of your hands and the top of your body and the bottom of your body at the same time, and you feel like you're nothing.
Speaking of gay hippie shit, another big problem that we had recently is the spirit of Emma's dog has possessed a cat that is now trying to get into my house.
Yeah. He's pretty powerful.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do about it.
I'm not sure what happened to the cat's old spirit.
I think we're going to have to, like...
It's probably just out in the abyss wandering, looking for a physical body.
I'm waiting for him to take over a person.
Yeah, it's probably going to be, like... I feel like Tim probably has the weakest spiritual constitution out of any of us. So...
Well, I actually think it's more likely to be my brother, because he already cannot tell reality from... That's
true. He has a pretty weak
I don't think
spiritual
Noah has
constitution.
I think he's an
So
NPC.
that by that would mean
he's an empty vessel.
Yeah, well...
He's
it's
easier
not,
to...
The vessel's not empty. It's, like, filled with, like, vape smoke and, like...
But Bentley can push that out, you know?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if he wants in there.
Yeah, but no. But Bentley is possessing the cat outside, and the cat spirit is going to possess your brother, and they're going to have to do battle. That's what's going to happen.
So it's going to be like a Freaky Friday thing where they have to, like, make up and tell
except
they love
for
each other to switch back.
Freaky Friday would have been way cooler if it was like a face-off type of situation, and there was a scene where, like...
I just want to say R.I.P. to a real one.
Who?
Mr. B. You'll be in our hearts forever.
Oh, the dog, yes. Emma's dog died, R.I.P.
Very sad.
He out here.
I'm still crying.
Anyway, I think Freaky Friday would have been a lot cooler if, like, Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan would have, like, fought with katanas or something. You know what I mean?
Speaking of Lindsay Lohan, I watched a movie with her in it recently. A new movie. Christmas movie. And I would like to say, I have the same jacket as her.
That's awesome, dude. Did you know that Amy has the same Crocs as Billie Eilish? I think it was.
Billie Eilish. She's pretty cool.
She's a youth, right?
What? A youth?
Billie Eilish.
What do you mean?
Like one of those youths.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean,
think
she's
like
no
20.
longer a youth, considering she's over 18 now.
That's still a youth.
But she is dating a very much older guy.
At what point do you stop being a youth?
And I know I have
It's a
no room
mindset.
to talk. But, however, she did say when she was a kid that he was her idol, and now they're dating.
Uh-huh.
And for Halloween, he dressed up as an old man, and she dressed up as a baby.
That's pretty cool.
It's Steven Tyler, isn't it?
I don't think it's Steven Tyler. Is Steven Tyler still alive?
Yeah.
Steven Tyler,
he's immortal.
I love Steven Tyler.
Steven Tyler looks like skin stretched over like a wooden scarecrow.
Yeah, well, he's an animated skeleton that they're trying to make look real.
I forgot what Ann Coulter looked like, so I looked her up the other day. And that is one of the most fucked up looking people to ever exist. Somebody in my Discord said it best.
His alternative rock band is called The Neighborhood.
That sucks. Somebody in my Discord said that Ann Coulter has the bone structure of a Dark Souls enemy, and it made me laugh so hard. Yeah, her face looks like, you know how when you see somebody wearing a Halloween mask, and you can see their real eyes, like, behind the mask eye holes, and it creates, like, this weird empty space between, like, where their eyes should be and where their eyes actually are.
Yeah,
and it, like, looks fucked
sunken.
up. Yeah, Ann Coulter's face just looks like that.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, dude. She needs to go to a doctor.
Sometimes you remind me of her.
That's awesome. I
look at you.
Yeah.
And, like, especially when you're not wearing your glasses. And I get flashbacks to the roast.
Yeah, I do kind of
have,
and I
think I should tell you to kill yourself.
I do kind of have, like, Hollow Earth Nazi bone face features.
You also have a Jew nose. I don't know if I can say that.
Yeah, you kind of have, like, a...
Today is the first day of Hanukkah.
What does that have to do with anything?
So I can say
it. I don't think that means you can... You should have just lied and said you were Jewish. That would have been way easier.
I mean, I am. I'm German and Jewish.
Yeah.
But, like, not of the, like, religion,
Kanye
like,
West.
as the descendant. I'm not a Jew religiously.
Yeah, but you have, like, Jewish ancestry.
Yeah.
That counts.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if you're lying to me.
I'm not actually lying. I got in an argument with my mom one time.
Yes.
Because we found out that we were German and Jewish, and she was like, "Oh, what if What if in World War II a soldier fell in love with a little
What
Jewish
does that
girl
even
and
mean?
they had babies and that's where we came from?
That sucks.
And I said, no, Mom. The poor Jewish woman survived Auschwitz after getting attacked by a man.
And then went to America, probably.
to give birth to her child who was created in a horrible camp by a horrible person.
I will say, your mom's story is a lot more optimistic than your story.
Mine is realistic.
I'm a realist. I love
you
it
got something to say over there?
No.
I love it when a guy who thinks like a guy will say like the absolute most pessimistic thing you've ever heard in your life about how like the economy is about to collapse and you should divest your entire life savings into like gold and silver. And
that was pretty cool.
And you'll be like, dude, that's kind of nuts. And then he'll be like, I'm just a realist, bro.
No, see, something like that did happen to me.
Yeah.
I had a guy come in. Now picture a giant man.
Okay.
Big man wearing a flannel and boots. Like he looks like he'd be kind of like hick.
Was he like jacked?
Yeah, like
that
I
is,
mean,
like,
he was jacked, but also like he was. You could tell he was muscly, but he also had some layers over him.
That is not the kind of guy that I would expect to be in that job.
And his head is so fat that he decided to take a normal necklace and wear it as a headpiece so that the jewel was sitting right where his third eye would be.
That is not the type of dude.
He was talking to me about all sorts of stuff, about Capricorns and zodiacs and blah, 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 making jewelry. He was a jewelry maker. I don't know if I told you that.
That's awesome, dude.
I was ringing him up, and I was like, okay, your total is blah, blah, blah. And he goes, this Monopoly money. And I kind of just blew it off, because I was like, okay. And he continues by saying, this stuff has no real value. The real money is gold and silver.
I love the
He also told me that someday a wheelbarrow full of cash won't even be able to get me a cup of coffee, so.
I love how these guys, like, they go to like Wikipedia and they read the Wikipedia page for like what a fiat currency is, and they're like, oh my god, I've got it all figured out.
I just want to say, gold and silver also only have the value that you give them.
Yeah,
it's the same thing for everything.
Yeah, like everything.
You're only trading stuff in exchange for services.
Yeah,
like nothing is fucking worth anything except for the services you can trade for it.
The only real money is blood.
Yeah,
I go out and I suffer every day for $10 so that I can go and trade them to somebody else for their suffering. Like, that's it.
Yeah, we're trading sweat and tears.
Exactly.
That's awesome, dude.
So
sometimes you get trinkets out of it. Sometimes you get to live another day.
I think we should just convert the whole world to be an indefinite Burning Man type situation.
Yeah, so
where nothing is you don't pay for anything, you trade something else for it.
You
want water, give somebody a cookie.
I mean, you're just describing communism. That's just what that is.
I don't like them commies.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Emma just wants to describe it slightly differently so that she can be in charge of it.
It's like, dude, I love those posts.
We definitely need a strong person in charge.
Yeah. I love those posts online where it'll be some conservative person, and they'll have looped back around to the opposite position by being like, I'm tired of a woke Disney forcing its woke agenda on us and our children. We need to destroy all of these woke corporations. I'm like, yeah, let's destroy the woke corporations.
Yeah, so I think I would actually be a good candidate to lead the world.
Why? I don't think so.
Because I wouldn't necessarily tell people what to do, but I'd inspire hope and bring down those who will cause us pain.
What is
the second that somebody says that she doesn't inspire hope, though, she's going to rule with fear.
Yeah, so here's the problem.
Those are the bad guys, and they don't deserve to be a part of our world.
Emma, the problem with you is
you're supposed to trade positivity as well.
The problem with you is that you can dish out anything at all, but you can't take anything back in. So you would be the worst diplomat of all time.
Inaccurate.
You would
okay.
You'd be
I took in your mom's strap on last night, so
you would
damn, bro.
I like how in that scenario,
Michael just possessed her for a second.
I like how in that scenario, you're the one getting fucked, and somehow that's still supposed to be insulting to me.
Yeah, well, I fucked your boyfriend last night.
Yeah, well, dude, one of the funniest things that Michael ever said You know what? I'm not even going to go into that because if somebody's not in the Patreon, they're not going to know who we're talking about.
I had another guy come into my work.
Well, hang on a minute.
No, shut up.
Because I want to.
I'm actually the ruler.
Because what would happen?
And I'll ban you.
No, what would happen is that you would be like doing really fucking aggressive diplomacy with like all of your like neighboring fucking like governors or whatever.
There wouldn't be. No, you're missing the point. There wouldn't be neighboring governors.
Okay,
I would rule the entire world.
Okay, but that's it. You have to do a division of labor.
No.
Like, you can't just be a singleton for the entire world. That doesn't make any. No, you have to hire other guys.
I don't want to hire other guys.
But you
am the singular guy.
Emma, even Hitler
My
had other
power
guys.
is strong enough.
So what she's saying is she's worse than Hitler.
Yeah. So you're literally
Okay, but if we really get into it, Hitler was trying to do something. He just got led a little astray.
All right, well, now
if you
we
really
know.
Think about it. According to Emma, Hitler's the only reason she exists right now.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
In your Jewish German origin
So
story.
I feel obligated to take what he was doing and turn it into something better.
This is exactly what I would expect out of somebody who works in a metaphysical shop talking about fucking flat earth and shit.
I had another guy come in the other day, and he was spending some money. Probably spent like over $100, so it was a big purchase. So I was chatting while bringing him up, because there's a lot of things. And he made a comment about the bracelets I wear and how they were very earthy. And I was like, okay. Cool. And then he goes, can I ask you what your sign is? And I knew I should run.
Yeah.
But I told him
not good.
I told him I was a Capricorn. And he said, oh, keeping it real, Capricorn, earth sign, blah, 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 blah. I'm pretty sure I'm not an earth sign. Am I an earth sign? I don't think so.
I think Capricorn,
I think I'm a water sign, but also...
I don't think it's earth because everybody sees the goat and they're like, oh, that's got to be an earth sign, but it actually isn't.
But he continued to talk and I just kind of ignored him. And on the way out, he did the fuckboy laugh, but he did the see you later, Capricorn.
What is the fuckboy laugh? So, like, are you talking about, like, is it like the type of laugh that, like, when you're listening to, like, a shitty mumble rap song? Is it like the type of laugh they do before they start rapping?
It's the type of guy that would do the same, like, the chin thing, where he's like,
okay, so it's like a TikTok cunt type of laugh.
So he walked out the door and he's like, see you later, Capricorn.
That sucks so
That's definitely
bad,
not gonna be
dude.
the last time you see that guy.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know how...
Dude, I also had a guy bring in a fucking woolly mammoth tooth.
Yeah, that was pretty sick.
sick.
That's probably not true.
I don't... Dude, working in a store like that would be such a nightmare because it's retail, so you still have to do all the annoying retail shit.
It is retail,
but then
it's crazy retail.
Yeah, but then you get like, and the store is like usually not that busy, so like a fucking maniac can come in and just trap you in a conversation for like 20 minutes, and like there's literally no way out. Like you have to just sit there and take it.
They come in and they're like, "Did you see that one episode of Pokemon 27 years ago where Ash did this and this and this?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool."
Hey, can we talk about how like Pokemon with Ash is just done? Like, it's over now?
The Ash Pikachu arc is over. I saw the characters. I saw the main characters. The main characters that they're...
Yeah, it's a girl. Why would you do that?
No, it's two. It's a girl and a guy.
No, it's just a girl.
No, there's a guy there too.
No.
Anyway, the most important thing about the new Pokemon main characters for the anime is that they look like shit. It's been not good character design.
Are they also going to never age for 20-something years?
Absolutely, almost for sure.
That's pretty crazy.
So there's two pathways that this could take. Pathway number one is that they just like keep going and it's fine and they never age for 15 years like Ash. Or option two is like the new series like kind of tanks a little bit and they pull like a Dragon Ball Super and they're like, just kidding.
Yo, so
he's back.
He's back.
Champion and he is 1 year older.
So how funny would it be if the kids that are yelling outside, I went out there and I was like, hey! We're filming a fucking podcast.
Why are we filming it?
Yeah, why are we filming it?
We're recording a fucking podcast.
There we go.
Like, we just open the garage and I'm just standing there ready.
Yeah.
Emma is definitely going to be that old man that sits on the porch screaming at, like, whatever passes by.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Emma's going to be like, you know how, like, you get, like, old people that just want, like, they want the neighborhood kids to, like, think they're a witch or something, so they kind of, like, act a little bit mean as, like, for, like, the bit. Emma's going to be like that, but take it way too far.
Oh, I'm actually going to hex him.
Yeah. Emma's going to put out spike strips in the road, thinking that, like, cars still use wheels.
I'm gonna curse one of the kids so it brings home a sickness to his entire family.
No, you're gonna accuse them of being witches.
Yeah. You're gonna get a Dutch buckle hat and just get nutty.
Not only am I gonna accuse them of doing witchcraft, but I'm gonna do witchcraft and leave it in their house. Like so it looks like they did the witchcraft.
Right.
I'm gonna piss on nails so that you can't, like, do magic anymore.
If you do that, can I get a couple of them?
Yeah, it's to stop you from doing magic.
If it was me...
Actually, those are a very powerful hexing tool.
If it was
Piss magic is pretty cool.
What I would do is, after the new Pokemon series bombed, I'd be like, all right, boys, here's what we do. Ash is back, and this time he's getting pussy. And I'll put it on Adult Swim.
What?
And it would be like Lupin the Third, but with Pokemon.
I would... Okay, after the new series bombed, like, you cut to Pallet Town, and, like... opening scene on a hospital, and like you go into the room and Ash is waking up from a coma,
right?
And like everyone's like, oh my god, he's finally awake, and then he passes back out, and then you just restart the series.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea.
So is Pikachu confirmed boy or girl?
It's a boy because he doesn't have the heart on the end of his tail. The female Pikachus have a heart at the end of their tail. This is basic Pokemon lore, Emma.
So, that's really upsetting, because I was going to say, if Ash is getting pussy, we should...
Stop. Nobody wants to hear about Pikachu pussy. It's disgusting. It's the wrong demographic.
We clipped 2.
There's a whole Reddit for this. You can
Pikachu getting railed.
I sent Emma that extremely infamous webcomic where the Pikachu and the Lapras are fucking just to mind torture her the other day.
I've never seen that, and I
she
never will.
can't.
I'm going to send it to you.
And she can't stop thinking about it now. To be fair, it is really something that sticks with you.
Yeah, I didn't sleep.
Yeah, it's something that you can't
for a couple
really...
days.
You're up all night masturbating.
After you see a Pikachu crawl inside a whole vagina and
wait, I want to talk about masturbating
a living vibrator. Why?
Because
why,
Markiplier
made
an OnlyFans.
Yeah, and there's not even dick involved.
And I didn't even get to because he didn't commit.
Yeah, there's no.
What happened to like using your imagination?
Yeah,
like
dude.
I could have jerked off to those.
Yeah,
I come from a different time though.
That's true.
I used to jerk off to magazines. You don't know what it's like.
The benefit.
I'm surprised you've ever done that, considering
the benefit.
Lying. You hate all sex.
You hate sex.
Yeah, I think you definitely are the one who hates sex for sure.
Yeah, that's why I fucked your mom. Makes sense.
Last time I checked, my mom fucked you. Is what I heard.
We took turns. Okay.
Okay, sure. That's awesome, dude.
The first time Curtis and I ever did butt stuff, it happened because I called him a pussy and said he never would.
Were you trying to do reverse psychology?
No, I wasn't. I was making a joke.
Okay, so you lost.
Yeah, I did.
Nice. Good. I love it when a woman loses. I love it when a lady comes up short, fellas.
Really evens the odds for the rest of us.
Oh, fuck.
Now I can put stuff in my ass.
So I actually have something to confront you two about, and I'm actually very upset about this. I listened to the last podcast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I deserve to piss outside a trailer? What did I fucking do to you?
Well, first of all,
I'm the best thing that's ever happened to you.
The audience has been listening.
You should be happy.
The audience has been listening to you talk for almost 30 minutes, so they like definitely know why you deserve to piss outside, but like I don't really know how I can explain it to you.
Curtis, do I deserve to piss outside?
No, but you did.
Why?
I don't know why you pissed outside.
Because I didn't want your fucking half-dead grandmother to tell me I was taking up her...
Okay, she's fully dead.
Yeah, she's completely dead.
But at that time, she was only half-dead.
True.
I feel like
nobody like took her vitals for quite a while.
Yeah, I feel like she really did, like, she was, like, completely alive and then completely dead. Like, she really didn't have, there was never really, like, an in-between, it seems like.
When Curtis and I get a house, I'm gonna yell at him so much for taking too long in the bathroom that he has to piss outside.
I'll just piss outside. It's not, like, a big deal.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for us to piss outside.
I don't know if you remember this, but I also pissed outside constantly at that place.
Also, I wasn't the one filling up the piss tank.
You definitely were the piss.
Curtis lived there, I'd like to point out. And he pissed all the time.
I should explain for people that don't know what we're talking about, because that episode is a Patreon episode. When Curtis and Emma first met, Curtis was living in a trailer with a tarp for a roof.
No, he was not living in a trailer when we first met, but he moved into a trailer.
Yeah. And then he moved into a trailer with a tarp for a roof, and then Emma had to pee outside of the trailer. Is the joke that happened.
One time,
because Curtis filled up the piss tank.
One time, a pug licked her on the ass.
Oh, excuse me?
That never happened, but I would have loved for that to happen, dude.
Yeah, I don't know why you are saying it the way that you're saying it.
It's fucking cold.
Yeah, well, you better get used to it, because we got 30 more minutes to fill, bud. Probably a little bit more.
So I think we should fill the last 30 minutes with me opera singing.
No, I don't think we should do that. And I also don't think you even... That's not...
Anyway, I've been really into tibia lately.
Yeah. Will you fucking knock it off? What did I just say?
I'm gonna get up and just go back upstairs here in a second.
Yeah, I have a question. Who wakes up at 9 in the morning and watches Black Adam?
Yeah, that actually is kind of fucked up. We were talking about that earlier.
I really don't give a fuck about what either of you say. Because 9 in the morning for me, I've been up for 5 hours already.
Yeah, but is
I
that
guess
really
so.
how you want to start your day?
Do you not understand that I didn't start my day? My day had been started?
Yeah. First of all, he watched Shazam before he even turned on Black Adam.
Exactly.
He got the good one out of the way.
It's like the same movie, by the way. It's the same thing.
Is it just what do you mean?
I did not know that Black Adam and Shazam were just the same dude.
Wait, they're the same dude?
I mean, they're not actually, but they're the same guy. He even says Shazam to turn into.
Oh, he's like dark Shazam.
Yeah, but he's not even they try and make it oh yeah, he kills people. Who gives a fuck? They deserve to die.
Yeah. The whole hero anti-hero thing is really difficult to sell to Americans, because we're so cynical and we all own guns. So we're I don't know, it seems cool.
I don't know, dude. If you're trying to get the crown to summon the actual devil, you should probably just be killed. Yeah,
we can't have guys with crowns trying to summon the actual devil.
Yeah, but if they got killed, there wouldn't be a second movie.
There's not gonna be.
Yeah, it bombed really bad.
Yeah.
And The Rock is really upset about it.
I cannot stand
Dwayne The Rock.
I cannot
Johnson is not going
stand The Rock as an actor.
Emma hates. Well, first of all, you can't judge The Rock as an actor until you've seen No Pain No Gain, because he actually is good in that movie. Yeah. Because he didn't
He's not typecast.
Yeah, that's the only. That's the only
same character.
Yeah, exactly. And No Pain No Gain is the only movie where he actually plays a real character and not just The Rock.
Same with John Cena. Fuck that guy.
John Cena,
if you're listening to this, fuck you, dude.
I hope
I wish you were invisible, you piece of shit.
I hope John Cena breaks into my house with his big fucking meaty hands and just grabs you. He just fucking snatches your wig off, dude.
I can't think of any actors that I don't like.
Will Ferrell.
I don't dislike Will Ferrell. I don't like Elf.
Wait, why?
Elf is such a good movie.
He plays an annoying asshole in that movie.
Yeah, that's the joke.
He was raised by fucking elves. What do you think?
Yeah, none of the other elves are annoying assholes.
Yes, they fucking are.
No, they're not.
Can you imagine how annoying you would be if you were an elf? You just live in a house. You don't pay any rent. You don't even have a real job. You just make toys.
Yeah,
some
you
made up
podcasts
shit.
And
yeah, you do exactly.
YouTube
you do
videos.
Yeah, you do that kind of stuff. And then you're oh, my girlfriend is married. You're that sort of asshole.
That's it's literally like a sheltered Amish little boy who is raised by his own family, and all he did was work and sing little songs.
I love how
then they would ship him off to New York.
I just hate
it's
that,
the same thing.
High energy cringe comedy.
I love how
it's just fucking not good.
I love how Emma is defending the artistry of Elf. She's no, you guys don't get it.
They were gonna watch it the other day at her house, and I was please no. And everyone was yelling at me that I didn't like it.
Okay, well now I'm on your side.
We're an elf household.
Not anymore.
I'm more of like a Christmas story household where you like want to see the pain and suffering of real life. Like,
what about the Grinch? Are we like Grinch?
It depends on which one. Are we talking about like the Jim Carrey Grinch?
Yeah, the Jim Carrey Grinch.
Pretty good.
Would you fuck the Jim Carrey Grinch?
Oh, yes.
Dude, I don't know what it is about the Jim Carrey Grinch, but the ladies love him, dude.
I want you to know something fucked up.
It reminds them of their dads.
You might think that the Jim Carrey Grinch, that face, is like silicone molds to make him look like that.
No,
he can do the face.
Yeah, everyone knows that Jim Carrey, like his comedian name used to be Rubberface.
He's definitely got like a prosthetic nose on, but yeah, a lot of that is probably just him making the face.
Like,
he's also
I saw a video of him just like
actor and a fucking psychopath.
Yeah. I saw a video of him just making the face in public and making kids cry, and it was awesome.
Have you ever seen the video where he's talking about?
Nice, Curtis.
Have you ever? Don't make that face. Have you ever seen the video where he is talking about how much he loves Emma Stone?
No.
Dude, yeah, I know that
listen.
Yeah, I have actually.
I haven't, but have you seen the video? I forget. Oh, God. So when he was, this was a long time ago, I watched a video, and I give props to him for this. There was it was like for the, some type of awards, like a movie awards or whatever. I don't know, is that Grammys? No, it's music.
Like the Oscars?
Whatever, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
The Academy Awards?
Yeah.
These two people were on stage announcing winners and whatever, and the guy leaned over and like kissed this girl, and she was like obviously uncomfortable and trying to avoid it, but like gave in just to like get it on, like get it over with, you know? Yeah. Well, Jim Carrey won. And he went up on stage and grabbed the motherfucker and kissed him.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
It was awesome. So that, props to him for that.
So like, is the Grinch like? Is he like? He's probably a dom, right?
No.
Is that what like?
No.
What you think the Grinch is a sub?
Let me tell you something.
No, the Grinch is asexual. That's like the.
Well, yeah, I mean, I understand that like the Grinch actually is asexual, but I'm talking about like in the fantasy about the Grinch that all these white girls.
No, listen, I know the most about this. Okay.
Yeah, because this is happening in Emma's brain right now.
The Grinch is the guy who talks the big game about how he could get all the pussy and whatever. Right. And then when it happens, he's getting laid. He busts quick and he cries and asks, "It was that good for you?" Yeah, and then he throws himself. He throws himself a pity party. You know, he's like, "Oh, I'm such a piece of shit. I can't believe I did that. You probably hate me. Me.
Okay, so which part about this is the part that like you like? Do you like have to get thing. Do you like have to get through that and then after he's done, he's like hard again and then the second time it's good?
No,
she likes the idea of fixing him.
Right, you just want like a pathetic man. Yeah. Okay. So it's like
why do you think Curtis and I blasted so
it just like boosts your self-esteem where you're like, "Man, that's awesome, dude." Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think he's got a big hog? Or like little, like average hog?
Definitely like Jacob can relate to this because his shaft is definitely hairy.
I don't have. Listen, one of my ex-girlfriends spread deliberate propaganda that I have a hairy shaft.
It wasn't even an ex at the time. She just came out and was like, "Jacob's shaft is hairy." This is like I could see that happening.
Yeah, which is not factually correct.
It probably is.
It definitely is not.
You guys, I don't know if you've ever seen any up close pictures of Jacob's beard.
Right.
But for some reason, like most of the time when people grow like beards, it kind of like forms to their face, like the hair like lays down.
Yeah, you know? Mine just grows straight.
His grows straight and just sticks out.
Yeah, I've got straight,
just like your shaft hair.
So that was my next question. Do you think it's like curly pubes, or do you think it's like just, or do you think all of his pubes are just like straight?
Yeah, for sure.
It just grows out like a chia pet.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get like a weird sort of like static hair. Afro looking.
He has to use a lawnmower to trim it.
Well, so first of all, I don't have a hairy shaft. So we need to bury that hatchet.
We'll come back to it.
Okay, we can circle back around, but I'm almost positive that I don't.
I think Curtis is going to need to see it.
No, this isn't one of those podcasts where the guys are pulling their balls out.
No, not on the podcast because I don't want to see.
Okay, like later.
You need to show Curtis in confidence, and then we circle back.
I like the mystery more than like than like the truth. Like,
dude,
I like
we
to
always
live thinking that like he probably does.
Every time we're like hanging out with like a girl and woman, and this kind of stuff comes up, our girlfriends are always like surprised that we haven't seen each other's dicks for some reason. I'm like, in what? Like, I don't know. I guess like, you know how men like young fucking like teenage boys, they have this fantasy that like girls are going to the sleepover and like hanging out in their underwear and like having like big gay orgies or whatever. Listen, I know they do that, but like not
naked pillow fights do.
That's
happen.
why. Well, no, it's because the women think that like, oh, we did it.
Right.
So the boys must be doing the same thing.
Right, it's projection. They're like, like we all were tearing up each other's
one of the first
snatches.
times I remember talking to Emma, she was in the shower with like 3 of her fucking friends.
Yeah, Emma, it's fucked up that you just prank your sister by walking into her room naked.
No. It's not even a prank.
It's not a prank.
That's worse.
No, listen.
Okay, I'm listening.
I sometimes forget that I'm naked and I'll walk in there and be like, Sarah, have you seen this?
What do you mean you forget
Sarah
that
will
you're
just
naked?
also walk into the bathroom while you're naked and like hang out. And I'm like, what?
Yeah,
I'm just always naked. The only time I've threatened her is when I told her that if she didn't wake up in time to go do something the next day, I was gonna like titty slap her a couple times on the face.
Yeah.
But guess what? She woke up at the right time.
Yeah, I wonder why. Oh, I don't deserve to piss outside. Okay.
Also, there's nothing wrong with showering with the homies.
All I'm saying is that...
just because I do it doesn't mean all girls do it, because I'm actually a predator.
Yeah, but I feel like this is
most girls aren't.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of a bad example because I go to the extreme to take advantage of women.
For every group of girls that aren't predators, there is one that makes them do this stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
They got in there willingly.
So then your sample size is all predators and your theory is wrong.
They listen.
No, you're backtracking.
No, listen.
No, what's going on here is that
I was the one who was like, originally I was like, yeah, we should shower together. And they were like, oh, is that normal? And I was like, yeah.
So then my original point still stands for every group of girls.
But it's not like...
Wait, hang on.
Hold on. Forced them in there.
So you're telling me that this is how this conversation went. You said, hey, I'm getting in the shower. Do you want to come?
No. It wasn't like that.
Okay, hang on.
I was like, hey, you know what would be fun if we took a shower? It wasn't like I needed a shower or I was already planning to be in one.
Okay.
I just was like, hey,
okay,
fun idea.
So that happened, which is like that's like even more insane because there's not even a premise. It's not like you woke up the next morning because they like stayed at your house and you had a trip planned or something and you like both take a shower to like save time or something.
No, you think we did anything in that shower? We didn't even wash our hair.
Hang on,
we just hung out.
So there's like no utility to it.
Each other's butts.
And you're telling me that your friend was like,
it wasn't friend. This was 3 other people.
Okay, so you're telling me that these 3 other people were like, wait, at the same time or separately? Okay, so these 3 other people at the same time were like, oh, is that normal? And all you had to do to convince them that it was normal is just say yes?
Well, I mean, that was like...
She's making all this shit
No, listen.
It was literally like, hey, let's get in the shower together. And they're like, okay.
Yeah,
It wasn't like, oh, is that normal?
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, let's just do it.
Well, one of them was like, I don't know, is that a little bit weird? Like, one of them, she had the same name as me. She was like, yeah, is that like weird at all? And me and the other... people were like, no, we do this all the time.
Okay, so what there was so you're telling me that in your story that you were just saying to prove that like most people aren't predators, it was actually 3 out of the 4 people that were...
That's what I'm saying.
No, but listen, they were doing it from
just because it wasn't their idea.
They weren't the predators here. They were just doing it to be like fun and quirky. I was doing it to take advantage.
Yeah, you wanted to see pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were hoping that it would turn in.
And
you were hoping that it would turn into a big pile.
I want you to understand that, yes, this did happen with 3 other people and me.
Yeah.
But me showering with friends happened on a daily basis.
All I'm saying is
I showered with all my friends.
I don't really
And I would wash their hair for them.
Yeah, I don't piss on them a little bit.
I don't really need to see any of my friends' weird penises.
Yeah, if I saw any of you guys even remotely naked, I wouldn't get over it.
Yeah, it's honestly kind of a miracle.
It would be in my suicide note.
It's honestly kind of a miracle that none of us have seen Tim naked because that motherfucker naked.
I came in the other day. This is a while back, but I was walking upstairs and he had the fucking...
me. He was very upset.
Yeah, he had the door open, pulling his underwear up, and I was like,
that's awesome,
you get the base of like
the dick
root.
Yeah,
I was like, why? And he was like, oh, my bad. And that was it. And I was like, don't do that again. Like, you could have done that in your own private bathroom that is attached to your bedroom.
No, you
or
have to,
shut your bedroom door.
No, you need to leave the door all the way open.
Yeah.
That is
I'm
such like
going to start doing that.
I love that. Yeah, we should all just start. Well, see, this is how like gay shit happens. It's like you start playing the gay chicken.
No.
And first it's like, oh, we're keeping the door open. Wouldn't it be funny if you saw my cock? And then it's like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if you came in here and sucked me off?
The tip of your boner is at the threshold to your room,
I
and
feel
you're
like
oh, I'm in my own private area.
If any one of you, I feel like if any one of you was gonna have like gay chicken happen, it'd be Justin. Considering he asked Curtis if they wanted to put lipsticks on their dicks and kiss.
That did happen.
No,
there.
It wasn't put lipstick on our dicks and kiss. It was, do you want to put lipstick on our penises and make them kiss?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was way worse.
You don't.
So what do you think he'd do if you like brought that up and was like, you know, your offer?
We bring it up all the time.
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah, but
if
like you offered to do it, do you think he'd take you up?
I don't know. He was in the Navy, so
yeah, he
it's
probably
not
has.
gay if it's underway.
Do you think he did gay stuff in the Navy?
Yeah, it's
For
not
sure.
gay if it's underway, dude.
Well, yeah, he didn't do gay stuff.
Yeah,
like,
because it's
things
not...
happened, but it wasn't gay.
One time I dated a military guy, and just like, I was like, "Hey, I got a question for you," and he was like, "Yeah, what's up?" And I was like, "You know, you've always said you're straight, but like, I'm just wondering if that changed since you're in the Army," like jokingly.
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, you know, it's kind of hard." Like, he got all serious, and he looks at me.
He got all mad.
We were on a FaceTime, and he looks at me, and he goes, "You know, Emma, it's actually really hard over here when you can't have contact with the people that you love."
Oh my god, shut up.
So by that, I concluded he did do the gay stuff.
Well, I'm assuming like
that does sound very oddly
camp,
defensive.
There's one guy that like spreads his butt while like the rest of them jerk off.
Yeah, 100%
or whatever, you know, and then like that's not, you know. And then, like, that guy rotates out, and it's the next guy.
No.
Yeah, there's always one guy that's showing pussy.
Yeah, they find, like, the skinniest, twinkest dude. They pin him down, and they shave his legs, and then he has to be...
They're in the military, so they definitely have access to, like, hormones and stuff, and they just start shooting this guy out.
From what I gathered, talking to this guy about it, is you didn't want to acknowledge that it was gay. So jerking off to another guy's ass would be kind of gay. No, you don't.
What do you mean?
From what I guessed, based on what he had said collectively, they gave each other handies without looking. If you look at it, or like you make eye contact, you're done.
Like, why would you do that though?
No, so you can feel somebody else touch your penis.
That's fucking stupid. I touch my own penis.
I
want somebody else's.
I really feel like if my two options,
I want to be sucked into a man's hips.
I feel like if my two options are jack off or get like a sad hand job from like a guy who's only doing it hoping that I will jack him off, like no, that's way worse.
No, but that's the agreement. You do like you know that if you're getting jacked off, you have to do it. Like it's like an agreement.
Yeah, that's what he's saying is like that's fucking dumb agreement.
Yeah,
I would just go jerk off.
I mean, I'm
myself.
sure some of them fuck each other in the ass, but I don't think
you have to, right?
Yeah, but but like. If you wanted just someone else to touch it, you could.
Dude, it's so funny how for the so like nowadays people will say that like the military is like for like big tough manly men, and that like a theater degree is for like gay theater queers. But like for the overwhelming majority of human history, joining the military was like the gayest thing that you could possibly do. And then the guy who was like slaying the most pussy was the guy who like stayed at home and did like plays in the Coliseum.
Yeah, so I'm actually really upset. Speaking about plays,
yeah,
the Lincoln Theater is going to be putting on a production of The Addams Family.
Okay,
and I didn't get to audition.
Well, I mean, anybody can audition.
Yeah, but I didn't realize I missed auditions, dude. I could have been Morticia.
I don't know why you're jumping to Morticia immediately instead of like Wednesday or even like the grandma. Yeah, you've got the big forehead like Christina Ricci. That completely makes sense. Stop looking at me like that.
She's proving that she has autism.
Yeah. Autistic icon Wednesday Addams.
If I was autistic, I wouldn't be able to make eye contact for that long.
No, you can just make eye contact forever because you're not reading the social cue that other people don't like it.
You're lost in your own head, forgetting that you're fucking staring at someone.
Yeah, you're thinking about I don't know, Gundams.
Thinking about all those
18
guys.
naked cowboys.
Yeah, you're thinking about 18 naked
Showers
cowboys.
at Ram Ranch.
All those guys' buttholes you jerked off to in the military.
Yeah, dude, just cranking them out.
I bet you if Emma was in the military, she couldn't get enough.
Yeah, it would be.
Dude, I would
like
be.
like everyone else would be done, and this guy would have like his chapped asshole like in the air, like crying because he can't keep spreading it any longer. And it's just like, hold on,
It's like dry from the cold weather.
yeah.
Slap
bet you,
some
like,
Vaseline on
you
that
know,
bitch and pop it
I
out.
bet you
How
in-
many times are you gonna fucking squirt? And she's like, at
Yeah.
least one more.
I bet you.
I don't squirt.
I bet you, lady boot camp is like a lot more. Like they're probably not so stressed out about people thinking that they're gay all the time.
Yeah.
For sure.
I just want to reiterate. I do not squirt.
Yeah, why not? You do be pissing though, so I don't know.
That ain't piss.
You see them stains on there?
Stains
See them
on
See the
stains on
stains?
there?
It's my
That's
sport
for me.
pillow.
Everybody look up
Squirt.
Squirt Pillow. It's an excellent
And that's
video.
not pee, that's
Don't you see
squirt.
them stains? I'll put a clip in right here. Yeah, I do think it's funny that like it's just like a thing that happens where if a girl is like a little bit too drunk and like didn't take a piss and then like wants to have sex with her boyfriend anyway, and like every once in a while just like she'll like hit it at the wrong angle or like forget that she has to piss and like accidentally pee all over him, and like somehow that got sold as like a cool hot thing.
I
and
never
it's not,
piss.
It's not pee.
Like,
Never piss.
before sex, and I've still never done it. Like, I will literally be like, oh, I have to piss, I should do that, and then I don't,
Yeah.
and then it never happens.
Dude, nothing is worse. Having to piss during sex as a guy is like a fate worse than death. It's so fucking uncomfortable. And then after you're done, you have to wait like 5 minutes because you can't piss with a hard dick, and it is a nightmare, dude.
I actually like how it feels when I have to pee.
Yeah,
so I
it's
just
because you're a
hold it.
psychopath. What does that even? What do you mean you like how it feels? Like what?
Because girls pee out their butt. So like,
I would hold my pee as a kid and then I'd get UTIs.
That sucks, dude.
I actually had to have my kidneys tested because I had like so many UTIs in the span of 6 months that like the doctors thought there was something wrong with me.
You could. Well, there is. They were right.
it wasn't wrong with your kidney; it was your brain.
Yeah, it was your fucking.
Listen,
brain.
ladies out there know. You ask any woman, she'll tell you sometimes it do be feeling good to hold the pee in.
My theory on this is that like since women are like more vulnerable than men, you guys have like severe paranoia, which is only made worse by the fact that you're always listening to true crime podcasts about how like a ghoul could jump down from a tree and grab you in broad daylight in front of like a busy freeway. So like you're too paranoid to go take a piss by yourself.
That's not even it.
Which is why you always piss
No.
in groups.
As a 4-year-old, I think the most of my worries is going to be if one of my fucking crayons breaks, okay? I wasn't paranoid as a 4-year-old. I just liked how it felt. And any other woman my age will tell you that as a kid, they did that.
Weird that you had to specify my age. Almost like there's some sort of like
Well, I
thing.
can't speak for women who aren't my age because I don't know very many
There's
of them.
do you think maybe there's some sort of thing about the younger generation coming up that is giving them like severe anxiety that makes them not
It's
want
not
to
an
piss?
anxiety thing, dude. I'm telling you, it felt good on my little pussy.
Whoa! Why do you have a pussy?
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Man, it sucks when a girl says
Yeah, I
pussy.
fucking
It's
hate
so much worse than when
I don't think I've ever heard to it referred to as my pussy. Like usually
Yeah.
you're talking about somebody else's
No,
pussy.
it's my little.
Well,
pussy.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that made
I'm
it
just
worse.
saying, like,
It's the
I've
same
never
reason-
heard somebody say my pussy before, and now
Yeah.
I hate that.
Listen,
Like, it's always somebody else talking about a pussy. You're like,
Yeah.
oh,
when we were
I'm
little,
gonna fuck their pussy, or like,
my mother. Well, actually, no, this didn't happen. My cousin. No, I'm not gonna tell that story. I used to babysit little girls, and there was one specifically where I had to tell her, "You have to do that in your room in private,"
Oh no.
because she'd sit on the edge of the couch.
Oh no. Dude, why is it always like people I've heard so many stories from like people who work at preschools and stuff where like like the little girls figure out how to jack off really early.
Oh, yeah.
That's so...
My cousin will
that,
tell
dude.
anyone her first time cumin was at 4 years old.
Oh my god, that is awful.
I hate that.
That
you
is
said
the
that.
worst fucking thing anybody has ever said, dude.
Yeah.
If I was like a preschool teacher and I saw that, I would literally just shoot myself. I would put a fucking bullet in my head.
Little girls are typically a lot more curious, but a lot more dumb than little boys. Typically, if they're doing it, they'll do it in private already. Whereas little girls, they know it feels good, but they don't know it's wrong, so they'll just do it everywhere.
You heard it here first, folks. Straight out of Emma's mouth. Women are dumb.
Yeah.
I didn't say it.
Why do you think they make pillow pets that fold up so you can sit on them?
What the fuck are you talking about?
She's
What do
talking
you
about
mean?
Fucking a pillow.
Yeah, I know she's talking
Yeah.
about fucking a pillow.
Listen,
but
I
why
had a unicorn one.
Okay, but you could just fuck a normal pillow. Why does it have
Yeah,
to be
but
like
a normal pillow doesn't have a horn, brother.
Emma had a pink pillow when we met with a bunch of bumps all over it.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Sarah tried to use it one time.
Wait, hang on. So, would you guys have like a communal fucking pillow?
No, she tried
No,
to sleep on it, and I was like, you don't want to do that.
Oh, you were like, that's my squirting pillow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seen them stains on there? That's awesome.
Dark or dumb,
So
you know?
this is something that's bothered me for a long time. You know how like guys guys going through puberty get all this heat for like slamming their dick in a refrigerator door or whatever
Yeah.
weird thing they do. Guys take all this shit from society about being weird and horny and fucking the couch. From all of my experience talking about this stuff, women are so much fucking nastier in in that time of their life than guys are by
I seen a bitch fuck a pickle.
A what?
A pickle.
Yeah, see what I mean? It's a fucking nightmare, dude. They're so much grosser.
Yeah, women are pretty gross.
And so
you go in a woman's room, if you go into a teenage girl's room,
yeah,
I can guarantee you a lot of that stuff in there has been used.
Yeah.
You might not think it would be used.
Uh-huh.
You see the handles of a pair of scissors,
yeah.
You're gonna think, oh, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's a way.
Right. Emma's vast experience of going into teenage girls' rooms and smelling all of their things.
Yeah.
And trying to figure out what they're using.
I'm trying to think of the most fucked up thing would be.
Yeah.
But that's most common. I would probably say, to be honest, cell phones.
Yeah, that makes sense because it's got a vibrate function on it. Yeah, that makes sense. Women are pigs, and
disgusting.
It's complete propaganda that men are the grosser out of if anything, we're the least gross.
And the most not dumb.
And exactly. So I completely lost my train of thought. I've kind of had to pee for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
me
too, but
really
I like
distracting. Stop. God damn it.
Yeah.
I'm fucking exhausted.
Well, I got great news for you. We only have 4 more minutes to fill. God, dude, this is episode 16 of Inherently Optimistic. I need to get the fuck out of here. Go follow me on Twitter at ProbablyJacob.io. I'm on YouTube at ProbablyJacob, youtube.tv/ProbablyJacob or something. I'm stream on Twitch ProbablyJacob, Twitch TV.
And for as little as $2 a month, you too can get exclusive podcast Patreon content.
Yeah. Are you listening to these episodes and not understanding what's going on? Do you not know what we're talking about when we say that Curtis used to make Emma piss outside? Do you not know who Michael is or why we want to kill him? Listen to the Patreon episodes of the podcast.
Next Patreon episode is my last one, so
nobody from this point forward, nobody is going to be talking about bussies or showing their ass on the podcast.
No promises.